Right, and as indicated, let's take you to Pretoria now as we mark 30 years of the country's democracy this Heritage Month. We also remember those who paid the ultimate price, the heroes and heroines who laid down their lives for us to achieve equal rights and freedom. So to pay tribute to those giants, this morning the Department of Arts and Culture and its partners, including the National Heritage Council and the Department of Military Veterans, will launch this year's Heritage Month under the theme celebrating the lives of our heroes and heroines who laid down their lives for our freedom. And this theme, of course, puts a spotlight on the Resistance and Liberation Heritage Route program aimed at many functions, including commemorating, celebrating, conserving, and of course, providing a durable testament of South Africa's road to independence. Now, the event is being held at the Freedom Park Heritage Site and Museum in Pretoria. So let's catch up now with our reporter, and not reporter, she, of course, is always on the weekends as our anchor on Morning Live. Liesl Wilson is there. So Liesl, good morning. And, so looking forward to this morning because so important that we keep memory alive.
Absolutely. Sakina, good morning to you and good morning to our viewers. The sun has risen, the birds are chirping, they've welcomed us with open arms, and we are live from the Freedom Park Heritage Site and Museum here in Pretoria, as you aptly alluded to. Spring has sprung and we are well underway or into the month of National Heritage Month, where we're going to commemorate our rich diversity, our heritage, our inheritance that has also just been bequeathed to us. You know, this is a time to really look at where we come from, the shoulders that we stand on, and where we're going to navigate from here into 30 years and beyond into our democracy. The theme, as you aptly mentioned, is really going to look at the heroes and heroines who have laid down their lives for liberation at large. I mean, we're standing here at Freedom Park and just taking a walk, you see the slates of those individuals who lost their lives in the fight for liberation at large, not even limited to South Africa, but the world over, including Ghana, Zambia, Mozambique. And these are some of the people that we will be paying homage to throughout the month as various activities are also launched. But if you look at the wall that is next to me on my left-hand side, that might be your right, there are slates of names. We're standing under a section which looks at state-sponsored violence. Now, these are individuals who passed away, who were brutally murdered or killed by the apartheid regime. I mean, some of the names that come to mind as I look is Jackson Gishi. You've got Frank Machobane. You've also got Enwan Mbocha, Pindile Mbengwe. And those names literally extend all the way through up until there. But it's not limited to that alone. We do know that the repatriation process is also going to be a key feature for this month of September. We know that families who lost their loved ones, who haven't been able to claim them from, the time that they went missing and in fact were killed in exile, are also going to be undergoing that process. We're told that process began around about the end of August, around about the 28th of August, where families went to Lusaka in Zambia as well as Harare in Zimbabwe to exhume their remains. And the official homecoming, that first leg of that homecoming of those who were killed in exile, will be happening on the 27th of September. And that's going to form a key feature, as I mentioned, for the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture for this National Heritage Month. We know that it was instituted, in fact, and approved by Cabinet back in 2021 already, that repatriation process under the National Policy on Repatriation and Restitution at Large. And this is obviously just to allow the families to get peace and healing, and obviously also just commemorate those who have lost their lives in the struggle for liberation. So there's a plethora of activities as well. I mean, today we're at the launch of the National Heritage Month. There's a vast number of activities that are planned. National Heritage Day obviously takes place on the 24th of September, and we'll also right here are going to, in just around about 9 o'clock or so, see the minister and various other dignitaries come out to be part of a wreath-laying ceremony right here by this wall to pay homage to all those who obviously lost their lives during that liberation struggle. So as we continue, the program, as I mentioned, kickstarts just after 9 o'clock. It should be done just before midday. We'll continue to bring you rolling coverage here from Freedom Park Heritage Site and Museum in Pretoria as the day progresses. So I'm going to leave it there for now and hand it back to you in studio. We'll chat in just a moment.
Well, thank you so much, Liesel. And so important, this work. And, you know, it's one of those things that perhaps goes under the radar because government has been doing a sterling job of repatriating some of the remains of so many South Africans who died in exile. And the unfortunate reality, and spare a thought for those families who will never have closure, because in some of those graves, even abroad, they are unmarked. So we'll never know what happened, some families, unfortunately. But great work being done by the department in that regard.